If I spend $3,000 on this card in the first 90 days of having it, I get a $750 bonus. But what if I told you that I didn't spend a single dollar and I still got the bonus by using the manufacturer spending method? Now, if you want to find out exactly what manufacturer spending is, how it works, and how you can use it to get a sign-up bonus without having to spend any money, and on top of that, how you can actually use it to even pay your rent and get reward points for it, then I recommend you stick to the end of the video, because by the end of the video, guys, I'm actually going to teach you 3 ways to actually do this, and on top of that, pay your rent, get rewarded, and also get sign-up bonuses without having to spend a single dollar. Now, guys, if you don't know me, my name is TommyBryson. I'm an accountant, and I've been present in personal finance for the past 4 years. And on top of that, everyone knows I'm a curious person. I'm always looking for creative ways to get across all the walls that credit card companies put in front of us, and this way, manufacturer spending is actually one of them. So I want to teach you guys exactly how it works and teach you exactly how to use it for your benefit. Now, guys, I do post videos on this channel every single day, so make sure you subscribe. And when you do subscribe, hit that notification bell. So whenever I post a video about making money, finance, credit cards, credit unions, or whatever it is out there that they didn't teach you in high school because it wasn't important, you're the first one to actually get notified and watch the video before anyone else. Now, let's get right into the video, guys. And unlike every single other channel on YouTube, I'm going to make sure you guys understand the basics before I tell you anything about this method, because the last thing I want you guys to do is have to Google after the video or during the video, because I don't like those videos. So I'm going to make sure you guys understand everything. Don't worry. Now, the first thing is this. What is the manufacturer method and how does it work? It's basically, well, using your credit card to buy something that you can actually get a cash equivalent for without having to pay any fees attached to it. For example, if you use your credit card to get a cash advance, that is not the manufacturer spending method, because you have to pay a fee to get that. But if you use your credit card to buy a gift card per se, and then you cash in that gift card and you get right back that money that you actually spent on it, then that's a manufacturer spending method, because you're getting back that cash in full without any fees attached to it. And this is exactly how it works. So I'm going to explain everything to you right now. But before I do, guys, I actually want to make sure you guys understand what are the benefits to actually doing this. Because, for example, I have this credit card, and imagine like they're telling me, Tommy, you know, if you spend $3,000 in your first 90 days, your first 3 months, then we're going to give you $750. But what if I don't want to spend $3,000 just so I could get $750 bonus for travel? Well, by using this method, you can get the cash, spend the cash, literally get the reward points, get the bonus, by not really spending any money, because the money goes right back into the credit card, or you can use that money to pay for your rent, which is not something you're usually allowed to do with your credit card. And that's what's so cool about it. And on top of that, guys, you can do anything that you actually want to do. You can pay for any expenses that you usually wouldn't be able to pay for. And you can also get all those credit card bonuses that you usually can't get because you don't have the money to actually spend $5,000 in the first 3 months without actually going into debt and having to carry a balance for the rest of your life. And you don't want to be that person. Trust me, it sucks. Don't do that. I don't recommend it at all. Now, here are the 3 manufacturer spending methods that you probably don't know about. Now, the first one is this. It's called bank funding. Now, most people don't actually know this, and I didn't know this either. And here's the thing, right? Oh, by the way, guys, everything that I'm telling you guys is not something that's going to land you in jail or get you in some huge trouble. I'm not going to tell you guys anything like that, because everything that I'm telling you guys, I've tried myself, and I know people that personally have done it also, and they're fine. So I'm going to tell you things that I know personally have not gotten me in trouble, because I don't want to be one of those people on YouTube that tell you, well, do this and do that, and then behind closed doors, they're not doing it either. And then when you get in trouble, they're like, oh, you know, it's a disclosure. I'm a YouTuber. You should have never listened. I'm not going to tell you that at all. Everything I'm telling you in this video are things that I've tried personally, or I had friends try also, and they've done it perfectly also. Now, the first way is bank funding. How bank funding works is whenever you open up a new bank account, some banks actually give you the option to actually fund that account with a credit card. And what's so cool about that is, for example, guys, imagine you have to open up a bank account, or you have to spend $3,000 on a credit card in the first 90 days. What if you open up 3 bank accounts separate, right? And then you fund each of them with $1,000 using your credit card. Now, here's what happens. You have those bank accounts with $3,000, $1,000 in each of them. And I think the maximum is $1,000. Don't quote me on that. Just do some research and actually find out. But by you funding these accounts with your credit card, you spent the money on the credit card, so you get that bonus right back. And then what do? You pay back the credit card that same month, or you carry your balance for a while just so you don't look kind of iffy. And on top of that, you get the bonus, and you don't really have to spend any money. That's one hat. Now, the second way you can actually do it is by doing Amazon payments. You probably heard about this one, and I'm here to actually correct all the rumors. This one does not work. And I wanted to include it in this video just to make sure you guys know that this one does not work. So if you see any video on YouTube telling you, hey, do this or do that with Amazon, don't do it. Don't try it, because it will not work. I just want to give you guys a little warning on that one. That's why I included it on my list. Now, the third one is my favorite one, and here's why. It's called gift card reloading. And this is my favorite one because this is the one that I personally do the most. And here's how it works, okay? But before I tell you guys this, once you know this information, you're probably going to want to try it out yourself. And I have a video on the channel with the top credit cards with the highest sign-up bonuses. So if you want to check that out after you watch this video and you know exactly how to spend the money without really having to spend the money, you can check that out also. I'm going to link it down in the description down below and also in the comments maybe, and also maybe in the cards here on top also. So check that video out, because if you want to try this method, you can do it with one of the highest bonuses out there, which I think is around $750 or maybe even $850. So you might try that out by spending $0 and actually get back $850 without having to spend any money, which is crazy and is insane. So let's get right into it. Now, here's how it works, guys. Imagine I have this credit card right here, and they tell me, Tommy, you know, if you want to get that bonus, you have to spend $3,000 in the first 3 months so you can actually get that $750 bonus, that sign-up bonus. And I say, well, you know, that's pretty cool, but I don't want to have to spend the money. So how am I going to spend the money? And it's by using this gift card reloading method. Now, there are 3 cards involved in it. I'm not sure I have this backwards, but there are 3 cards involved in it. The credit card, the gift card, and then the Amex reloading card. Now, it might sound complicated right now, guys, but trust me, it is very simple. And if you get lost at any point while I'm explaining this, I have the instructions in the description down below. So here's how it works. Imagine I have this credit card and I have to do that sign-up bonus like really quick and very quickly, right? So here's how it's gonna work. I have 90 days to actually get it done. So I'm gonna go to Rite Aid, Walgreens, or any of those retailers where they actually sell Visa or MasterCard debit cards that are prepaid. They're gift cards, but they're actually debit cards. You can actually use them to spend the money on whatever you want. Starbucks, coffee, whatever you want to spend it on, you can actually do it. Right, guys, remember this. This is very important. It has to be a Visa or a MasterCard. If you do it with any other one, if you try to get a GameStop gift card, it's not going to work. If you try to get a PlayStation gift card, it's not going to work either. It has to be a MasterCard or Visa debit card. It has to say right there on the bottom. So remember that. It's very important you do. Because if you don't, then it won't work. And I don't want any comments saying like, Tommy, it didn't work. I did it with my GameStop card. What are you talking about? It didn't work. You know, I told you it wouldn't work. It has to be Visa or MasterCard. So here's how it works. I'll go to Rite Aid and I'll buy this gift card, debit card by Visa or MasterCard. Once I buy this one, I'll go ahead and I'll sign up for this American Express Serve card. Now, how this works is very simple. You go online, you sign up for this. It is free if you live in New York, Texas, or one of those states. If you get the green one, it's free reloads also, and it's free. You don't have to pay any maintenance fees. But if you don't live in one of the states, you're going to have to pay. There's either the green one, the blue one, and a new one that came out that I think is silver, and it gives you 1% cash back, which is very cool. So now that you have all 3 gift cards, this usually takes like maybe 3 days to a week to actually arrive. So now I recommend you actually get this prepaid debit card first because it's going to take the longest to actually come. Once you get this card, you order the credit card so you can actually do the entire thing and get that sign-up bonus. So here it goes. So I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to swipe with my credit card, get this Visa, debit card, gift card, or whatever. Then I'm going to take this American Serve card. I'm going to go up online, and I'm going to search up for the places that can actually reload the card with cash or debit. Now, here's what you do. You go to a Walmart, a Family Dollar, or wherever, and you can actually use the debit card, gift card, to actually load money onto this card. And then guess what? From here, you can load this money onto your bank, or you can pay the credit card directly. Now, what just happened here? It means that you just bought the gift card with your credit card for free, right? You spent the money, and then you loaded on the money from the gift card onto your Serve card for free, and now you have the money in here, and then you just pay back the credit card without having to spend any of the money for real. Or you can just take the money, spend it on rent, and then just pay back the credit card at the end of the month. Now, here's a quick story, guys, because I want to make sure you guys understand this. I did this once, and I did it at Family Dollar. Now, how I did it was this. Now, I do want to say this. When I did this, I think it was like 2 out of the 10 places I went to didn't accept me because it was kind of weird. They didn't understand what I was doing, and I had to explain it to them very carefully. I said this. Whenever I went, I said, hey, I want to load some money onto my Serve card, my American Express card. They said, okay, how do you want to pay? I said, I want to pay debit. I would use my gift card. By the way, never say gift card. People get very worried about that. They don't understand it. They don't know what's going on. So just say, I want to reload it with my debit card. And if they ask you, this is your debit card? You say, like, yeah, this is my debit card. This is how I actually bank because I don't like using a regular bank. That's just how I bank, okay? That's how I like it. It's my preference, all right? You don't want to get weird at all. So once you use this to reload this card, you take the money out, and that's what I did, and I pay back my credit card instantly. But I recommend you actually don't do that. Now, here's why. Because you do want to let it, like, ride up a little bit until the end, and you can pay it off before you get some interest. So do that. Do that, because if it looks like you're just buying and like paying off instantly, it just looks very weird on the credit card side. So they might even close your account. And I'm going to talk about that later on in the video. But for now, I want to answer your question that you're already thinking of. And I know what you're thinking of. Tommy, this sounds illegal as hell. What are you talking about? This does not sound real. It sounds like you're going to get me in trouble. I might land in jail. Now, the answer is this. Yes, you might go to jail, but no, it's not illegal. Now, here's why. Now, the first thing is this. If you're not doing money laundering, because some people do this for money laundering, for example, some people out there literally do this, guys. I'm not telling you to do this stuff. I don't recommend it. I don't like doing illegal things like 100%. Like, I don't want to involve myself in any of that stuff, but I do know how all those things works because I'm very curious about everything, but I would never try it. Now, here's what some people do. They go ahead, they steal people's information, and they buy these gift cards with them, load it onto these cards, and get the cash right out, and there's no trace of anything going on. That's called money laundering. And if the FBI gets a whiff of this, you go like, okay, if the FBI gets a whiff of this, you actually go to jail for around 25 to 15 years. I'm saying this, guys, because I want to make sure, because I might say this information, some people are going to use it for good, some people might try to use it for bad. I'm just trying to warn you right now, don't do that. You might go to jail for 15 to 25 years. Just for loading on $500 into your credit card. It doesn't make any sense. It's not worth it. Now, if you're using it for the right method, which is to get this bonus, you're good to go. It's not illegal at all. And it's basically a loophole in the entire system. Your credit card isn't going to say anything unless they're noticing that you're doing it for for exactly what it sounds like, to just get that bonus and then quit. So what I would do is this. If they do call you and they do ask you, what I would say is this, like, hey, yeah, what I usually do is I buy gift cards for my kids. Because remember this, right? They don't see any transactions the gift card does. They only see that you bought the gift card. So what you do is this. You say, yeah, I bought a gift card for my son. He does soccer. He's got an A. So I'm always gonna give him gift cards and rewards. And what he does is he buys whatever he wants. And sometimes he even buys stocks with them. Is that cool with you? That's fine. Okay, great, awesome. Now, if you're honest and you tell them, hey, yeah, I'm just trying to get this bonus and then dip, they're gonna close your account instantly. Okay, you don't want to do that. You want to say, you just make up an excuse and say, like, I'm buying these gift cards for a friend, and it's like his gift card and it's like his birthday or whatever it is. Just make up a story and make that make sense. But if you say the truth, if you say exactly what you're doing, they're gonna close your account. And you might say, Tommy, this doesn't make any sense. It's not true. Here's the thing: credit cards put that limit on that for the hope that, hey, if he spends $5,000 in the first 90 days and he can't pay it, we'll give him $750. Yes. But we're going to have him on that balance for the next 10 years or 5 years. And that's kind of scummy also. So what you're doing is just finding a loophole and taking advantage of it. That's the same thing rich people do with taxes. Don't feel bad about it. You're not doing anything illegal. Trust me, 100%. Now, if you think that credit cards don't know about this entire manufacturer spending thing, you're wrong. And here's why. Credit cards have actually done a few things to actually prevent this from actually happening. And what they're doing is implementing the 524 rule. For example, if you have Chase, and you can't register for more than 5 Chase cards in the first 24 months. That's in the first 2 years. So if you register for more than 5, you're going to get it automatically rejected for the next one. And they do this for people that do credit card churning, so you can't get all those bonuses and make all the money from them, because they know that you're smart and they know that you're not going to carry your balance, and they also know they're not going to make any money off you. So that's why they put in all these little details in there just to make sure you can't make money off of them, and they can only make money off of people that really don't know what they're doing. So they know about this stuff and they're aware of it, so they're already doing precautions. But if you do it well, you're good to go. Now, the second thing is this, guys. You might go to a Walmart, a Target, or a Family Dollar, and the person might tell you, hey, no, we don't load debit. We only do cash. And if you ask them, like, okay, where's the policy to that? They're going to tell you, oh, yes, it's just a store policy. There's no policy. It doesn't exist. Some people are just weird about it. They don't want to do it for you. That's fine. Just go somewhere else and they will do it for you. For example, when I did the entire thing with Family Dollar, I had to go to literally like 5 Family Dollars, and 1 or 2 of them actually rejected me. So you got like a 20 to 30, 50% chance that no one's going to reject you and you're going to be fine. And that's like half and half. That's not that bad. So if someone rejects you and they say no, just go somewhere else and you're good to go. Also, guys, some retailers don't accept credit cards to buy gift cards. So just make sure you understand that. So for example, what I would do is this, before I do this, is use my regular credit card. For example, if this credit card doesn't have a bonus attached to it and you just want to test this method out, use this credit card, right? And buy like a gift card from like one of those places that has a Visa or a MasterCard, by the way, and try to pay with a credit card. If they say yes, you're good to go. If they say no, then don't do it. Try somewhere else until you find a place that actually accepts it. So whenever you're trying to do this, you have everything set up and everything is ready. Buy the gift card, have this card set up, and then do a transfer and just pay back the card. And then that way, you know exactly how to do it and you already got some practice in your system. Now, like anything in the world, guys, this does have risks. And like a good friend that I am, I want to make sure you guys understand everything before you try to do something that might hurt you, because I wouldn't want that to happen to you, okay? Now, here's the deal. This does have some risk, and the risk is that your account might be closed and your credit score might be affected. Now, here's why. My recommendation is this. If you're doing this, I recommend you carry a small balance for that 90 days just to make sure they understand, like, hey, okay, he did that, he did this, but he's still carrying a balance. It just looks a little weird. Okay, that's fine. He's not doing what we think he's doing. Good to go, right? And the second thing is this, guys. If they do figure out what you're doing, if you're not smart about it and you don't know what you're actually doing, they will close your account. And if they close your account, that's going to affect your credit score also. Now, if they don't figure out what you're doing and you're doing it the wrong way, for example, I'm doing this method and I'm just doing it to get some extra cash, right? And I'm not really paying back the credit card. Well, your credit card utilization rate is going to go up and then your credit score is going to go down. So only do this for the sole purpose of getting that bonus or paying that rent and getting that reward points or whatever it is. Do that for the smart reasons, okay? Use your credit cards for exactly what you should be doing. To get reward points, stack up on them, but don't let this credit card company charge you interest. Unless you're going to get that sign-up bonus, carry a balance for the first 3 months, but not of like $1,000. It's a lot of money. Like carry a balance of maybe like, for $1,000, it's like $20. It doesn't really matter. So just calculate what the sign-up bonus is. For example, if you're getting back $750 from a sign-up bonus and you're only going to pay like $100 in interest for those first 3 months, it doesn't matter. Just do it. And then at the end of the month, you just pay it off completely. You get the sign-up bonus and you're good to go, right? And when you do like $750 minus $100, you still made $650. So it's kind of like, you made something, but I also made a lot more money back. That's the smart way of doing it. Now, before I tell you guys my thoughts on exactly what I think about the entire thing, comment down below if so far this makes sense to you. If so far you think you want to try this, or if so far you're like, okay, I'm definitely not going to try this. It sounds way too weird, way too risky. Let me know in the comments down below if you still want to try or if you don't want to try. So comment yes for yes, I'm going to try, or comment no for no, I don't want to try it. So here are my final thoughts. What do I think about it? Is it worth it if it's not worth it? Now, here's the thing, guys. I think it's worth it, and here's why. You can basically get a bunch of money all the time coming in from these credit card churning opportunities without having to spend any money. And on top of that, if you're going to pay your rent every single month like you usually do, you can actually get rewards by doing it. Now, here's the deal, though. There is risk attached to it. So you have to calculate your own risk level to yourself and say, like, hey, that's worth it for me, or if it's not worth it. Now, I do recommend that, for example, if you're going through a mortgage or you're trying to buy a house or anything like that, I don't recommend you're trying to do like credit card churning, because that affects your credit score if you get caught. And same thing with this entire manufacturer spending method. If you do get caught, you're going to get your account closed, and that's going to affect your credit score, which is going to affect the rate of your mortgage. So don't do that at all if you're doing that. Now, if you are in a clean slate and you have nothing to lose really, and you're just trying to get some money from these credit cards and go on free trips, I do recommend this. No big deal at all. And I did it like several times. Everything's been good. But whenever you do it, guys, I recommend that for those first 90 days, by the way, I know I said it wrong. For this first 90 days, you're actually carrying a balance of at least like maybe $1,000. Let them make like $100 and you get that $750 back. It's fine, no worries. Just carry that balance so it just looks like normal activity. And then after that, you can pay off the entire thing in full, or just do whatever you want to do. Just be very calculated with everything you do. Think it over. Do some practice runs before you actually do it with a real credit card, with your regular credit card, and see if it works for you, so you can actually know all the locations where they accept it or where they don't accept it. So you're 100% prepared. Being prepared is a big deal when it comes to this. Now, guys, as always, thank you for watching the video. If you made it to the end, go ahead and give the video a like. And if you do like the video, let me know in the comments down below why you like it, so I can keep making more content like that. And if you dislike the video, go ahead and dislike the video, and let me know in the comments down below why you dislike it, so I can actually keep improving also. And subscribe to the channel, guys, because I do post videos every single day. And when you do subscribe, hit that notification bell, so whenever I upload a video about credit cards, bonuses, and all that fancy stuff, you get notified and you're the first to actually see the video. And before we leave, guys, let me know in the comments down below if you're down to try this, or if you're like, okay, Tommy, it's a little bit too risky for me. So comment yes if you're gonna try it, comment no if you're not gonna try it. And guys, if you want to talk to me one-on-one and you still didn't get everything I said in this video, just message me on Instagram at TommyBryson. We can talk there one-on-one, and then we can actually figure out what's up. And if you have ideas, comment them down below, because I'm always running out of ideas. And I'll see you guys next time on the next video. Thanks for watching, and peace.
You've got to start